Good evening, Crabs fans around the world and around the block, listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. It's time for Ruck'em Suck'em Crabs Baseball. Benjamin Schaefer here, along with my friend Liam Warner, and we're going to bring you all the action tonight as we have an inter-Humboldt battle between the Humboldt Crabs and the Humboldt Eagles. The Eagles are a team composed of students who are 19 years and younger who play for the local high schools, and it's kind of something of an all-star game of local Utes, and should be a really good ball game. These are some of the best players in Humboldt County playing against the Crabs, and we're expecting some really exciting baseball tonight, and we have a full house. There is a long line of folks coming into the ballpark, lots of parents, obviously, from the local kids, and people always like to see a hometown rivalry. And maybe we're getting one now. We already have one with the B-52s, and that always fills the house. And tonight, no exception with the Eagles filling the house here tonight. It's going to be some great baseball, especially compared to what we saw over the weekend.
Oh, yes.
Which we're just willing to forget entirely as the Crabs swept. And they outscored the team over the weekend. Let's see, the Hawks scored 2 runs, and the Crabs, I think, scored 20, 30, 42 runs or something, 43
something
runs.
Around that.
41 runs, so... none of the games were ever in doubt. This should be a well-matched game because these are some very talented young ball players out here playing for the Eagles.
Yes. Yeah, this is a team that has beaten the B-52s 1 or 2 times, I believe. So this is a very good team. I believe they're going to play the Crabs hard. I mean, all of these kids grew up in Humboldt County, and I'm sure a lot of them have grown up going to Crabs games, and to be in a position to play your childhood team, you're going to be very, very motivated.
I'm sure. I think they are going to be motivated.
I'm sure
yes.
these kids are going to give their all, and it's going to be a great, great game. And I think this is a team that we should put on the schedule for next season.
I think so too. I agree.
Because look at the crowd; it's bringing in a lot of parents, families. It's great.
And we're likely to have a consistently good ball club that comes in here.
Yeah.
And on the Crabs side, they don't want to lose to a bunch of guys who are high school.
No. I remember
Crabs are motivated too.
A few seasons ago, the Crabs played a similar team of high schoolers from Humboldt County, and the Crabs almost lost.
Yeah, well, that's essentially the capitalist. I mean, the capitalists are culled from a larger pool of players, but they're all young
players. Those are the
players.
cream of the crop for high school.
But these are the cream of the Humboldt crop,
yes.
And there's some excellent baseball talent here in Humboldt. We're going to see it on display tonight. So, we're looking for an exciting ball game, and the weather is beautiful tonight. The overcast is burned off, and it's a nice sunny evening, probably in the high 60s. And a warm evening at the ballpark. A few high clouds, but other than that, a bright sky. And just a great night for baseball as the season now well into its second half and beginning to wind down.
No, don't say that.
I know. I always hate it. Even the first day, I go, wow, now it's just downhill from now. It's already started. So
goes
now,
by so fast.
Now we're just going to lose days. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. But we still have a few weeks, and we still have a lot of great baseball ahead of us.
Including a game in Eureka against the B-52s at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to that. I'm excited to go to that ball game. I guess we're still not sure we're going to be able to broadcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on it, but we are still up in the air as to if we are.
It'd be great if we could broadcast
going to be on the radio
for
that or not. Depends on what kind of facilities they have for us.
We just won't know. We're gonna have to scout it out ahead of time.
Yeah.
Problem with that is it involves actually going to a B-52s game.
I like going to a B-52s game. They have a nice park. They have actual seat backs. Behind home plate, they have really good concessions. A B-52s game. I mean,
they're the enemy.
I know, Benjamin, but when the Crabs are off,
they're the enemy.
A B-52s game is a nice game to go to.
No, they're still the enemy when the Crabs are off.
I know. You can root
Actually, I had a good time at the B-52s game I went to last year. I remember we all went last year.
Yeah, we all went. It was really fun.
It was fun, yes. And if they're not playing the Crabs, I guess I can root for the B-52s. Yeah. They are local guys. So.
And there are a lot more local guys on the B-52s than on the Crabs. But
that's true.
Yeah. But I'm still Crabs all the way.
Well, that's an important thing for me to hear you say.
Obviously. Just wanted to make that clear.
That's good. Thank you, Liam. Well, why don't we give the lineups for the teams?
All right, so for the visiting Humboldt Eagles, leading off for them will be the second baseman, Cody Emmons. Batting second, the third baseman and the pride of Arcata High School, Jaden Gorge. Batting third will be the shortstop, Cameron Sasso. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Gannon Cyphers, who plays for College of the Redwoods. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Hunter Davis. Batting 6th will be the center fielder, Scott Coffelt. Batting 7th will be the designated hitter, Dustin Ireland. Batting 8th will be the right fielder, Caleb Hill. Batting 9th will be the left fielder, Landon Gomes. And on the mound for the Eagles tonight will be Garrison Fink.
All right. Thank you, Liam. For our Crabs, leading off in center field is Riley Cleary. Dom Soto, the catcher, bats second. Coco Figueredo at second base bats third. Dawson Bacho will be at first base and bat cleanup. Damien Henderson in right field bats fifth. Ryan Higgins at third base bats sixth. Bryce Kirk, the DH, bats seventh. Carter Booth in left field bats eighth. Daniel Carasoza, the shortstop, bats ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Tyler Conde, 29 2/3 innings pitched, a record of 2-3, 28 hits, 17 runs, 15 of which were earned. He's walked 23, struck out 33, hit 5 batters for an ERA of 4.55. So Tyler Conde, and guess who is behind the plate tonight for the umpiring crew? It's our old friend Don Holfacker, returning for one game here at the ballpark, and he's going to be behind home plate.
He's going to be at first base, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief.
We love Don. We're super happy he's here.
No, we're just teasing him.
At least doing a game or two.
Great to see him back on the field.
Hopefully he stays awake during the whole game, though.
Yeah, he's had problems with that in the past behind home plate. So, some Ambien. Or not Ambien. It's the opposite of Ambien, yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever it is. All right, who are the other umpires, by the way?
Home plate, Brandon Coburn. At third base, Zach Norton.
Okay. So we're almost ready to play. The band is here. That also brings in a lot of folks. So I'm expecting more or less a full house here tonight. They are cramming people in.
Going to be starting a few minutes late. The umpires didn't come out until 2-3 minutes prior to 7. So we're just announcing the players now, probably about a 7:05 start. I anticipate at the latest.
Some interesting Crab statistics. The team ERA is down to 4.0 now. It's been steadily falling in the last couple weeks. It was almost at 5, I'd say 2 weeks ago, or maybe even above 5, and now it's down to an even 4. They have Crabs pitchers have struck out 350 batters and walked only 154. So those are some fine numbers right there. More or less 2 to 1 strikeout to walk ratio. That's good numbers. The team batting average. By the way, the team is 21-13 on the season now with the weekend sweep. The team batting average is 302, 396 on base percentage, and a 447 slugging. Those are all excellent numbers. They're excellent team numbers. If that were an individual player, that would be considered an all-star caliber season.
Yeah.
So even though, the team over the weekend did inflate the stats, but I was thinking about it, that team over the weekend actually had some players who have played for, like, the Seals and some other teams. So that team was not – that team had players the Crabs have played before that played better ball. So it wasn't just a thrown-together ball club the Crabs hammered over the weekend.
Yeah,
managed by Robin Guyver, the Crabs include your center fielder.
Glad to see some good competition tonight.
Yes, let's hope. Yes, Crabs have stolen. They've been very aggressive on the bases this season. So they have, as a team, stolen 113 bases and only been caught 22 times. And as a team, they've walked 151 times and only given up 154 walks. So they've received almost as many walks as they've given up, and that's also excellent. So they're announcing the Crabs out onto the field, and each member of the Crabs is accompanied by a local, I think it's the Eel River.
Yes, it is.
Little League. And did they win some kind of tournament?
I don't know, but
they're the Eel River Red Sox.
Yeah, Eel River Red Sox.
The shortstop, number 2, Daniel Carasoza.
We have the Reading Ringtails coming in tomorrow night.
Yeah, no, that's an open question how that's going to be.
Well, I think if they have their full roster, it's going to be fine.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see. All right, we're ready for the national anthem.
We have the players of Ferndale's Eel River Majors Little League team, including Prescott Langer, Parker Pryor, Jonah Anderson, Gabe Wagner, Zach Bradfield, Jarrett Smith, Tristan Titus, Colton Renner, Garen McClurg, Roland McClurg, Hunter Raback, and Mitchell Matoli. Please sing along as performing the national anthem, the Crabgrass Band.
All right, we're ready to play ball.
Throwing out tonight's first pitch on behalf of the Eel River Little League, Jarrett Smith. Let's hear it for Jarrett.
Cody Emmons, the second baseman, leads it off. So some of these members of the Eagles attend College of the Redwoods because it's 19 and under, so some of them have graduated from high school, but none of them are above the age of 19. Most of them, though, are still in high school.
Yeah, I think most of them have graduated from
No,
high
most have
school
graduated,
and
okay.
are going into college, but maybe some of them are
Oh, so it's the other way
going
around.
into their senior year, maybe. But yeah, I know Gannon Cyphers, who's batting fourth for the Eagles tonight, plays for College of the Redwoods because I saw him play a few games.
So a number of these players could end up as members of the Crabs within the next year or two even.
And Robin Guyver was talking about in an article by the Times Standard, he was talking about how, he's going to be watching.
Yeah, this is a chance to scout a little, do some scouting.
Some of these players for their viability of being on the Crabs.
Yeah, definitely. This is a chance for Robin to do a little bit of scouting. So I'm sure he'll be paying, as he always is, very close attention to the ball game. All right, so Tyler Conde taking his warm-up pitches out on the mound. The thing we forget, too, is that most of the Crabs players are not only a year or two older than most of the players on the Eagles. It's not like there's a large age difference.
Oh, no, not at all.
At all. Yeah, huge crowd. Whoa. A huge crowd on hand. All right, Cody Emmons to lead it off. We don't have any stats for the Eagles.
No, I looked.
That makes sense because they're essentially an all-star team. And their manager is, who's their manager? Their manager is
Matt Tomlin.
Matt Tomlin, who also played for the Crabs. That's what I thought.
he
Matt
did.
Tomlin played for the Crabs at the same time that Robin Guyver played for the Crabs. So,
Yeah, kind of a reunion of sorts.
all right, here we go. Tyler Conde rocks and deals a fastball foul tipped up against the backstop. It's 0-1. Here they come, the Red Sox. Little League team. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2.
You remember your Little League days, Benjamin?
0-2, boys. Yeah, one of my strongest and fondest memories are my Little League days. High fly ball to shallow left field. Coming in is Booth, and he has it for out number 1. The Crabs defensively, Tyler Conde on the mound. Dom Soto's the catcher. Dawson Bacho at first. Coco Figueredo at second. Ryan Higgins at third. Carasoza at short. Booth in left. Riley Cleary in center, and Damien Henderson in right. Oh, yeah, I lived for baseball when I was from the age of 7 to the age of 12. That was pretty much all I thought about. I wanted was going to be a baseball player in the summer and an archaeologist in the winter. Ball was fouled out of play. 0-1 now, the count to Jaden George.
I mean, you're a baseball announcer in the summer and a philosopher.
Yeah, I didn't fall that. Didn't land that too far away.
Yeah.
As far away. Yeah. 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out of play and over our heads. 0-2 the count. Crabs are in their scattershot red and gray weird tops. And the Eagles wearing red, white, and blue. Actually, they're like the inverse of the Crabs' home uniforms. They're same colors, but in a different arrangement. Fastball rides high, 1-2. One-two pitch. Hit hard but foul over towards the left field picnic area. So the count's still a ball and 2 strikes. The next pitch is a fastball, a breaking pitch that misses high, 2-2. Two, way high and outside, and the count goes full. Three-two pitch. Grounded over to third. Scooped up by Higgins. Throw to first is in time. 2 away. Cameron Sasso will be the batter. Sasso, the shortstop in tonight's game. This is the only time the Crabs and Eagles are going to play each other this season.
I expect that these teams will be playing each other more.
It's great to have a team like this
future.
and like the B-52s because there are times when teams can't make it here, and it's really great of those guys to be willing to come out here and play more or less at a moment's notice.
Yeah, it's great.
B-52s have done that a few times for us. 0-1 the count. This week was supposed to be Reading, right? This was supposed to be the Colt 45s tonight.
It was supposed to be the Ringtails.
Oh, the Ringtails tonight. Oh, swing on a miss. 0-2. So the Ringtails were supposed to be here for both games, but they couldn't come tonight.
Yes.
So that does not bode well for them having a full roster tomorrow night.
Well, I think good thoughts.
The 0-2. Slider misses outside, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Hammered in the air, left center field and deep. That's going to go all the way to the wall on a couple of bounces. On his way to second is Sasso, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Yeah, he got a pitch up in the zone and just launched it. Hit it very hard. So a stand-up double with 2 outs and Sasso out at second. Here's Gannon Cyphers, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. In the dirt and all the way to the backstop, and Sasso will go to third on the wild pitch.
Back first baseman, number 23, Gannon Cyphers.
The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. The wind is blowing out towards left center field. Fouled up against the screen, 1-2 the count.
Pre-game, it was really, really windy.
Yeah, Marcel and I were walking out on the marsh.
Yeah.
And it was pretty windy out there.
Since it's died down a bit.
Yep. There's still a breeze. That double by Sasso was not wind aided. That was drilled.
No, that was hit hard.
But the flag whipping around out there in center field. So we may see some home run action here tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. So long, Cyphers. Inning over. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of half an inning, it's Eagles nothing, Crabs coming to bat. This is Crabs Baseball. 1480 KGOE. All right, we are back. Bottom of the first inning, it'll be Riley Clearly, Dom Soto, and Coco Figueredo to bat for the Crabs. Thanks to Solutions for Small Businesses, providing bookkeeping and accounting support to small business owners, including full-service payroll processing. You can find them at 8th and N in Arcata, and you can call them, at 267-7923 or visit www.solutionsforsb.com. Riley Cleary leads off. Cleary batting .263 on the season. 16 games with the Crabs. Right-handed hitter against Garrison Fink for the Eagles, and Fink's first pitch is a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's a real interesting delivery.
It's more like a
kind of brings his arm back and then.
Yeah, he brings his arm way back before he delivers. Not much of a windup, more of a relief pitcher's delivery. 1-1 the count. He delivers from the belt. 1-1 slider on the outside corner, taken for a strike. 1-2. It's Garrison Fink pitching. Hunter Davis is the catcher. Gannon Cyphers at first. Cody Emmons at second. Jaden George at third. Cameron Senso is the shortstop. The next pitch is down low, 2-2 now to Cleary. Landon Gomes in left field. Scott Coffelt in center field. And Caleb Hill is out in right field. 2-2 to Riley Cleary. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch hit hard on the ground, to short and off his glove and into center field. Error. That ball was a one-hopper right at Senso. Not quite right at Senso, but he didn't have to move far for it, and it glanced off his glove. So there goes an error on Senso. And here's Dom Soto. Oh, would you? Well, maybe you should be the official scorer. How about that? Slider away, 1-0 the count. Tell me you think it ought to be a hit.
You are the official scorer.
Yeah, for 20 years. So,
yeah,
when you've been the official scorer for 20 years, you can, argue with my judgment. Here's the 1-0 pitch. The runner goes. Strike on the outside corner. Throw down. The second is in time. They got Cleary. A great throw by Hunter Davis. Right on the money. And Cleary is a dead duck. Nothing worse than somebody argues with umpires and official scorers.
Well, I've said this before, but in Major League Baseball, nobody is allowed to talk to the official scorer.
I like that.
That is a rule.
Fastball misses. I mean,
they're supposed to be
outside.
By themselves without any outside influences or judgment.
See, they should build me a little throne right above this thing where I can sit. 2-1 the count. In the dirt, 3-1.
I mean, the official scorers in MLB have to sit in the press box with other people, but they're not supposed to be talking to other people about their decisions.
Yeah, right. 3-1 pitch. Oh, it's a strike at the knees. 3-2. Are you kidding? Really? 3-2 the count. Yeah, well, there's a whole thing about respecting the official score, too, in the rule book. It's literally written into the rule book. I've seen it. There's a liner at the shortstop. A nice catch. Perfectly timed leap by Cameron Sasso. Nicely done. 2 away.
Cameron Sasso, your shortstop out there.
Cameron Sasso.
I'm telling you, these kids are good.
That was very athletic. That was a perfectly timed leap. So here's Coco Figueredo. Figueredo comes in batting .374, .497 on base percentage, .539 slugging average.
I'm sure Coco knows a lot of the players on this team.
I'm sure he does. He may be friends with some of them.
Being a local himself.
Here's the pitch, and he takes a breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. And Coco surely would have been on the Eagles if the Eagles had existed. When Coco was
sure
coming out of high
he
school.
was on some similar kind of team.
0-1 the count, and he shows bunt and misses it, or he fouled it off. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Figueredo, and a nice took something off and had Figueredo way out in front of it as he fouls it out of play. Really reaching for that pitch. So still the count is 0-2 to Figueredo. Here's the pitch. High in the air to left field. Gomes is under it, and he has it for the third out. No runs, no hits. There was an error, and nobody left, and at the end of one, no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, we're back. Thanks to C.K. Johnson Industries, a full-service manufacturing firm specializing in structural steel fabrication and concrete. Their work is found in scores of bridges and civil engineering projects all over the United States and Canada. They do it all from their Arcata office, and they are proud supporters of Crabs Baseball. Thanks also to Slice of Humboldt Pie, where everything is made in-house and fresh. They have dessert pies, empanadas, apple turnovers, lemonade, salads, vegan, vegetarian, gluten, and hand-free. No. And gluten-free hand pies. I don't know what hand-free means. They're just off the plaza at 828 I Street. If you use the app, you get 10% off your first order. Hunter Davis, the catcher, leads off the top of the second inning for the Eagles. And here's the first pitch, and he hits it in the right field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Eagles. And here's Scott Coffelt, the center fielder.
Next up, center fielder, number 12, Scott Coffelt.
Condi sets and comes home with a fastball that's fouled out onto the sidewalk. Oh, and 1 the count. Davis over at first. He's got a pretty good lead over there. Condi's next pitch is hit hard on the ground over towards the Crabs dugout. So 0-2 now, the count to Coffelt. Dustin Ireland on deck. Another big lead for Davis. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. Coffelt down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That's the second strikeout for Condi. And here's Dustin Ireland, the DH.
Next up, Eagles designated hitter, number 9, Dustin Ireland.
From the set. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play.
Folks, if we have more fans swimming into the park, trying to find some seats. If you find a space by you and can offer some space here, please raise your hand in the stands. We've got a lot of people trying to find a seat to enjoy the game with you. Show of hands, please, those that have space beside you to offer.
The 0-1. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. And Soto thought about throwing behind the runner over at first, but decided not to. The next pitch is in the dirt. He may have been listening to that ad on the local radio that explains that throwing behind the runner could lead to an unnecessary loss.
Don't do it. It's bad.
The baseball tip of the day. Don't let the other team get more runs than you get.
Yeah. Rule number 1.
That could lead to an unnecessary loss. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Grounded out to short. He scoops. He touches second. He throws to first in time, and it's a 6-3 double play for the Crabs. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and nobody left. And at the end of inning and a half, still no score. Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Thanks to Claire Patton with Forbes & Associates, Sarah Corliss in Trinidad will help you hit a home run. Check out HumboldtCountyRealEstate.com for more information. Located at 343 Main Street, Suite 814 in Trinidad. Also, you can call them at 496-0259. Bottom of the second inning, Bacho, Henderson, and Higgins for the Crabs. We haven't seen Vinny Bologna in a while. Is he injured?
I do not know.
Dawson Bacho batting .340, .397 on base percentage, and a .515 slugging average. Takes the slider away. It's 1-0. Bologna hasn't played in like a week at least, right?
I hope he isn't hurt.
Boy, he was off to such a great start with the Crab. I mean, he really, the 10 games he played, he was spectacular. Here's the 1-0. Smooth. Chases a slider away. 1-1. Garrison Fink out for his second inning of work. for the Eagles. 1-1 now, the count to Bacho. And the pitch low and outside, 2-1. That's the kind of thing it'd be nice to know. We have someone who is a researcher or gopher, somebody who go find out for us what's going on with Vinny. 2-1 pitch is in the air to right field. Shallow coming in on his Caleb Hill, and he has room and puts it away for out number 1.
Try to find out tomorrow what his status is.
So here's Damien Henderson. Henderson leading the club with a .396 batting average. He has a .512 on base percentage and a .842 slugging, which also leads the club. And with each at bat, he has a chance to break the wood bat era home run record for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground, down the right field line. Is it a fair ball or what? Looks like a fair ball. On his way to second is Henderson, and he'll be in there with a stand-up double. Wasn't clear what Don Hofacker was signaling down there.
Yeah, I thought he put his hands up.
He did put his hands up.
Foul ball, but I don't know.
That normally means foul ball. But it looked obviously fair,
That
and
might
everybody
be
else
what
in the park thought it was fair. I don't know what's going on.
I think the Eagles coach is coming out there to possibly say what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on because I thought he was indicating it was foul, but
it was definitely fair.
It was definitely fair, yeah. All right. So with Henderson out at second now with a stand-up double, here's Ryan Higgins. Higgins is batting .362, .464 on base percentage, a .532 slugging average. More excellent numbers. Here's the pitch, way outside with a fastball. So Henderson out at second with 1 away. 1-0 now to Higgins. Bryce Kirk on deck. Next pitch is fouled up against the screen, and it's 1-1 now. Ball rebounds out towards first base.
Garrison Fink has some nice hair.
Yeah, I had nice hair once. 1-1 the count.
You don't have to be jealous, Benjamin.
Here's the pitch. Slider away. 2-1. I just think he should enjoy it while he has it.
Exactly.
Because most of us don't get to keep it. 2-1 the count. And the next pitch is slider away. 3-1 now to Higgins. Three-one. Grounded out to short. Sasso has it. He throws to first, and on the play, Henderson goes to third.
Next up, Crabs designated hitter number 24, Bryce Kirk.
Bryce Kirk comes to the bat. Bryce Kirk batting .333, .446 on base percentage, .511 slugging average. Kirk a left-handed hitter against the right-hander Fink. And Fink's first pitch is hit high and deep to right field. Foul ball. Off the wall.
Boy, that was close.
It was wide by about 3 feet and low by about 3 feet. So pretty close, as you said. So instead, it's just 0-1 now to Kirk, with Henderson still over at third. Here's the 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1. That one's hit high in the air to right field, but he got under it. And out at the warning track, Hill has it for the third out. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 2, still no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, we are back. Top of the third inning. Caleb Hill, Landon Gomes, and Corey Emmons to bat for the Eagles. Tyler Conde out for his third inning of work. Such a lovely evening for baseball. It's cooling off considerably. That was pretty warm at around 4:30. I was walking out in Arcata. It was easily in the high 60s or 70s even. But now, since we've had a few clouds roll in, and the sun setting, it's turning out to be pretty chilly at the ballpark, especially with the wind, which has kicked up again now. So here's Caleb Hill, the right fielder. Lights already coming on at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Fastball rides high. It's 1-0 to Hill. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Fastball misses high and outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, grounded out towards short. Carasoza scoops it up and throws him out. One away. And here's Landon Gomes, the left fielder.
Next up, left fielder, number 7, Landon Gomes.
And the first pitch from Conde is in on the hands and fouled up against the screen. Next pitch is in the dirt. Conde's 1-1 pitch is hit foul past the Eagles dugout. There's a pitcher warming in the Eagles bullpen. One and two now the count. One out, nobody on. Top of the third inning, no score. The 1-2 swing and a miss got him. Two away. Third strikeout for Conde. We'll go back to the top of the order. Cody Emmons. Emmons flied to left in his first at bat. And the first pitch is a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 in the dirt all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. One just high with a fastball, good take. Emmons was thinking about it. Held up. 2-1 now the count. Way high with a fastball, and it's 3-1. Fouled up against the screen, and the count's full. Three-two. Lined in the center field for a base hit. So Cody Emmons aboard with 2 outs. Third hit of the game for the Eagles, and here's Jaden George grounded to third in his first at bat.
Next up, number 5, Jaden George.
First pitch is hit high in the air on the left side. Going out on the grass is Higgins, and he's got it for the third out. No runs, a hit, no errors. A runner left at the end of 2.5. 0-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, we are back. Bottom of the third inning. Booth, Carasoza, and Cleary for the Crabs. And I think we have a new pitcher. We do. This is number 11. This is Marek Sears out on the mound now for the Eagles in relief of Garrison Fink. Number 11, Marek Sears.
The Humboldt Eagles, they are the first of 3 teams coming to Arcata Ballpark this week. Tomorrow, a one-game series against
I sort of figured that's what they were going to do.
7 p.m. And this
They would have
the first time we host
a series of pitchers for the Eagles in this game.
3-game series that begins
And so
Friday night
Condi
at 7.
went 2. Now here's Sears. I mean, not Condi. Fink went 2.
Coming back for your Humboldt Crabs, left fielder, number 28, Carter Booth.
Booth takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Booth comes in batting .349. Next pitch is a breaking pitch, popped high in the air, center field, shallow right center now, and the center fielder Coffelt is over to get it for out number 1. Dan Carasoza will be the hitter. Carasoza batting .230.
Next up, the shortstop, number 2, Daniel Carrizosa.
Here's the pitch. Fastball away, 1-0. Fastball in there at the knees, 1-1. One pitch, fouled up against the screen, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 took something off, and he fouls it out onto F Street. So still, we count 1-2 to Daniel Carasoza. There's a hard shot in the hole on the left side and through for a base hit. Carasoza aboard with 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Riley Cleary aboard on an error in his first appearance.
Riley Cleary.
Here's the pitch. Fastball. Excuse me, misses away. Toss to first, and Carasoza's back. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 swing and a miss. A big cut from Cleary there. He was out in front of it. 1-1. Another toss to first. Carasoza's back. Crabs better watch themselves. This guy's a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, they've had a hard time against the lefties on the mound.
There's a strike. Belt high, right over the heart of the plate. 1-2. They just do not read left-handed pitchers well at all. The 1-2 breaking pitch is high, 2-2. Oh, there's a fellow slug at the ballpark. An alumnus of UC Santa Cruz. 2-2, swing and a miss, got him. 2 away.
You're a slug.
I am a slug. Dom Soto will come to the bat. Carasoza still over at first. No score, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. They wanted to change the chancellor. In the UC, the person who is in charge of the campus is the chancellor rather than the president. Our chancellor at Santa Cruz wanted to change our mascot from the slug, toss over to first, to the sea lion because he thought slug lacked dignity.
No.
Which doesn't make any sense. They're all creatures under the...
They're
all members of the earth.
Slugs are very dignified.
Yes. 1-0 is hit in the air, left field and deep. Going back, looking up. It's off the base of the wall. Coming around third. They're going to hold him at third as Carasoza stand-up double for Dom Soto.
That was a strong throw from Gomes in left field.
That was a strong throw. It was wise to hold Carasoza at third. So second and third now with 2 outs, and here's Coco Figueredo, who I'm told did play for the Eagles for 2 years.
I wasn't sure how long the Eagles have been around, but Coco did play for them.
Anyway, the students protested and occupied the library for about a year, and
I would.
There was a breaking pitch over.
I would protest.
I was like, well, the story. So then the president said, the chancellor said, okay, we'll have a campus-wide vote on it, and it was overwhelmingly in favor of the slugs. He didn't like the answers, so he said, well, I don't care. It's still going to be the sea lions. Want to know the count.
Wow, that sounds like what certain people at HSU would do.
Misses down low, 2-0. And short story is there's still a slugs, and he's gone.
Yep.
So
there was a petition circling around HSU to change the mascot.
Yes. 2-0 is hit high and deep to center field near the warning track. Going back is Coffelt, and he puts it away for the 3rd out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left at the end of 3. No score. Stay tuned. Liam's coming up to bring you the middle innings. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the fourth inning. We are scoreless between the Humboldt Crabs and the Humboldt Eagles. Slice of humble pie. Everything is made in-house and fresh. Dessert pies, empanadas, apple turnovers, fresh lemonade, and salads. Meat or vegetarian, as well as gluten-free hand pies. Slice of humble pies, located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Try the Slice of Humble Pie app and get 10% off your first order. Tyler Conde's still on the mound for the Crabs, and he is going to face Cameron Sasso, who is out of McKinleyville High School. All the kids on this team either are currently playing high school ball, just graduated, or played high school ball very recently here in Humboldt County. First pitch to Sasso is in there for a called strike 0-1. And there are a lot of Humboldt Eagles fans here in the ballpark that are parents or family of all the local kids on this team. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2. So it's cool to see. Love to see the Eagles come back. Great atmosphere here at the ballpark tonight. The 0-2 is just outside, 1-2. Cameron Sasso had a very good career at McKinleyville High. According to Max Preps, he hit 359, 24 RBIs at McKinleyville High as that pitch is fouled down the third base line. So an outstanding career for the Panthers. The 1-2 is just outside, 2-2. And these Eagles are going to be a tough, tough win for the Crabs tonight, I anticipate. 2-2 pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Nice pitch from Tyler Conde, one down. That's going to bring up Gannon Cyphers. Cyphers currently playing for College of the Redwoods, my alma mater. Also went to Eureka High School. Pitch to Cyphers is outside, 1-0. Cyphers has had a pretty good season for the Corsairs. The 1-0 is swung on high, fly ball in the right center field. The center fielder going back, and it is off the wall, and Cyphers is going to head into second with a one-out double. That was very close to going out. A big double from Gannon Cyphers. Runner at second, one down. And that's going to bring up Hunter Davis, who is out of St. Bernard's in Eureka. Pitch to Hunter Davis. Swung on, popped up right side of the infield. Coco Figueredo is going to make camp under it. He's going to make the catch for the second out. That's going to bring up Scott Coffelt, who played his high school ball at South Fork High in Miranda, a bit south of here. Conde steps off. Pitch to Coffelt is outside, 1-0. Time called at the plate, but the umpire doesn't give it to him, and it's lined on a hop to the third baseman, throw over to first, and that will end the inning. The Eagles fail to score in the top of the fourth inning, and we are scoreless heading to the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark, bottom of the fourth inning. Harper Motors donated $1,100 at District 26 Little League last summer, thanks to 22 home runs by the Crabs. For every home run the Crabs hit, Harper Motors will donate $50 to help local Little League programs. Come visit Harper Motors, look for the carousel 2 miles north of Eureka. Go Crabs, go. No score here in the bottom of the fourth. And we might have a new pitcher on the mound. I'll check on that. We have a new pitcher. Number 8, Caleb Ruiz, is on the mound for the Eagles. He's going to face Dawson Bacho. Ruiz is going to relieve Marek Sears, who pitched an inning for the Eagles. Marek Sears out of Arcata High School. Bacho will step in against Caleb Ruiz. Pitch to Bacho is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled off on F Street. It's 0-2. Caleb Ruiz, a logger out of Eureka High School. The 0-2 pitch, low and outside, 1-2. Two is swung on and grounded to the third baseman. He's going to glove it, and he's going to fall down, and the ball's not going to get there in time. Jaden Gorge kind of tripped on the grass as he tried to throw that ball, and tripped as he threw that ball. I don't know if he was going to get him anyway, but tough break for Jaden Gorge at third. It's going to bring up Damien Henderson. Turf Monster got him. Throw to first. Bacho's back safely. Pitch to Henderson is swung on, popped, foul, out of play on the left side, 0-1. The one to Henderson, high and outside, 1-1. 1-1 to Henderson is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 1-2. Runner at first, nobody out for the Crabs. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Great game so far tonight, as anticipated. 1-2 to Henderson. Runner goes. That pitch is popped up into shallow center field. Center fielder Coffelt will come in and grab it. 1 down. Bacho will head back to first. That's going to bring up Ryan Higgins.
Next up, number 38, Ryan Higgins.
Pitch to Higgins is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Throw to first. Bacho back in standing. Now when Higgins, runner goes, it's in there for a strike. The throw to second, and Bacho's in there safely. Close play at second base. Hunter Davis, catcher. He's already thrown out a runner tonight. Almost threw out another one. Oh, 2 to Higgins is swung on and fouled off. Right next to the Eagles dugout, 0-2. For those who are just joining us and are not aware of the Humboldt Eagles, this is a high school all-star team made up of mostly players that have either just graduated or graduated a year or two ago, and some current high school baseball players, but they represent some of the best baseball players in Humboldt County. 0-2 to Higgins is swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Sasso, he's going to throw to first. It's going to be high. The first baseman's going to get the tag on him. Believe Don said he was out. And yes, Don did say he was out. So a good tag from Gannon Cyphers at first, and Bacho's going to move to third on the play, 2 down. High throw from Cameron Sasso. It's going to bring up Bryce Kirk, runner at third, 2 outs. His home plate umpire, Brandon Coborn's going to clean off the plate. Pitch to Bryce Kirk is up high, 1-0. Playing these Humboldt Eagles is also a great opportunity for the Crabs coaching staff to evaluate some possible future Crabs. All very good local players, and it's always great to have local players playing on the Crabs. Local players tend to do very well on the Crabs. The 1-0 is high and outside, 2-0. And a lot of these kids, I'm sure, have grown up watching the Crabs. 2-0 pitch is in there for called strike, 2-1. So I'm sure that all these players on the Eagles are very, very motivated to play against their childhood team. Can't imagine the feeling. The 2-1 is off the catcher's glove. Bacho's going to head in from third. The play at the plate, and he's safe. And the Crabs lead it 1-0 on the wild pitch. Hunter Davis behind the plate couldn't corral it, and Bacho sprinted in from third. The play was close, but the pitcher, Ruiz, I think, dropped it trying to make the tag, and Crabs lead it 1-0. 3-1 is swung on, slow grounder to the first baseman, Gannon Cyphers. He's going to take it to the bag himself. That will do it, but the Crabs get a run here in the bottom of the fourth, and they lead it 1-0 as we head to the top of the fifth inning. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the fifth inning. The Crabs lead this game 1-0. Pearson's Building Supply has been a proud supporter of Crab baseball for more than 40 years. Humboldt County's home center. Just look for the world's largest hammer at 4100 Broadway in Eureka. A very good game so far between the Crabs and the Humboldt Eagles. So leading it off for the Eagles will be Dustin Ireland out of McKinleyville High School. And it is Matt Tomlin's birthday tomorrow, the head coach of the Humboldt Eagles. Matt Tomlin used to play for the Crabs. I believe Benjamin mentioned played for the Crabs at the same time that Robin Guyver did. So the McKinleyville High School player, Dustin Ireland, will step in as he takes a pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. The 1 to Ireland is up high, 1-1. Ireland, one of two Panthers in the lineup tonight. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Giants playing the Rockies in Denver right now. They lead it 3-1, the Giants do, over the Rockies. 2-2 pitch, high and outside. Count goes full 3-2. The Giants had a fantastic day yesterday. Played a doubleheader. Game one of the doubleheader, they beat the Rockies 19-2. 3-2 to Ireland is a high fly ball in the right field. Henderson will range over and make the catch. One down. Game two of the doubleheader, the Giants were able to win that game as well, 2-1, which is a very rare score in Denver. Coors Field in Denver known for having very high-scoring baseball games with the altitude and the small ballpark. So Caleb Hill is going to step in for the Eagles. First pitch to him is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. The 1 to Caleb Hill is in there for a strike, 0-2. Brandon Crawford had an incredible day for the Giants yesterday. I believe he had 9 RBIs in one day. The 0-2 is up high, 1-2. Brandon Crawford had 3 home runs yesterday for the Giants over 2 games. 2 in game 1, 1 in game 2. 1-2 to Caleb Hill is in there for a call. Strike 3, 2 down. That's going to bring up Landon Gomes out of Ferndale High School in beautiful Ferndale. Pitch to Gomes is high and outside, 1-0. Pitch to Gomes is swung on and fouled off. It's 1-1.
Shout-outs up to the booth here. Happy 30th birthday to Arthur Ecker III. And happy 32nd anniversary to Roni and Glenn.
1-1 to Gomes is in there for a called strike 2. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is check swing, and Don Holfacker at first says he did not go. It's 2-2. It's very nice to see Don Holfacker over at first base. He's pretty much retired from umping Crabs games, although he's working this game tonight. The 2-2 pitch is a slow grounder to the left side of the infield. Third baseman Higgins is going to boot it, and I think that's going to be an error. What would Benjamin do? I think Benjamin would call that an error. Yes, and he just texted me, E5. So that's good. Runner on first, 2 down. That's going to bring up Cody Emmons. Currently plays for Shasta College, but he's out of Fortuna High School, the same high school as Coco Figueredo. Pitch to Emmons is low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Emmons is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Runner goes, but it's fouled back. It's 1-2. Gomes is going to have to retreat to first. Two to Emmons, runner goes, pitch is high, the throw to second. It's going to get past Coco Figueredo and go into center field, but Gomes is not going to go past second. So it's going to be a stolen base for Landon Gomes. A lot of support in the ballpark for the Eagles, as expected. You know, they're all local kids, so it's a lot of parents, family members, significant others in the crowd. It's really a great atmosphere. I really hope the Eagles are invited back next season. Pitch to Emmons is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th. They do not score. The Crabs lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 5th inning. Salt Fish House, a true fish house experience at the convenient location right on the Arcata Plaza. From the freshest local oysters to a traditional broiled Maine lobster, Salt serves up seaside classics along with original seafood offerings like seasonal chipotle glazed halibut. Get hooked. Call us at 707-630-5300. 1-0 Crabs. It's been a very, very good game, and I think we have another new pitcher for the Eagles. That is number 33, C.J. Van Meter. And I'll get his high school in a moment. As expected with the all-star team, a lot of pitching changes. You want to get as many players in as possible. Carter Booth is going to lead it off for the Crabs. First pitch to Booth is up high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is high and inside, 2-0. C.J. Van Meter is out of South Fork High School in Miranda. 2-0 pitch is swung on high, fly ball into right field. The right fielder going back. He's still going back, and he's going to make the catch for the first out. That's going to bring up Daniel Carasoza. First pitch to Carasoza is high and outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is low inside, 2-1. I'm looking at C.J. Van Meter's stats on Max Preps, and for the 2018-2019 varsity baseball season, he had a 0.11 ERA in 62 innings pitched. That's pretty fantastic. The 2-1 pitch is up high, 3-1. That's dominant right there. 62 innings pitched, as I mentioned, 80 strikeouts. 3-1, swung on and popped foul out of play. Count goes full 3-2. He limited opponents to a 158 batting average. I think he's well-deserved to be on this team. 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Runner on first, 1 out. This could bring up Riley Cleary. Also says C.J. Van Meter plays football as well. Multi-sport athlete at South Fork High School. First pitch to Cleary is in there for called strike, 0-1. Throw over to first, and Carasoza's back in standing. So 1 to Cleary is up high, 1-1.
Folks, for your safety, we caution you against standing right up at the fence. The fence will bounce back and bite you with a baseball. Looking out for your safety, folks.
One to Cleary is swung on high, fly ball into center field. The center fielder, Coffelt, ranging back, and he's going to make the catch. 2 down. That's going to bring up Dom Soto. Run on first, 2 down. For the Crabs, bottom of the 5th. The Crabs lead at 1-0 in a fantastic game. Pitch to Dom Soto is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. It's always cool to have a team comprised of local players here in Humboldt County. Though 1 to Soto is in there for a called strike, 0-2. I grew up in Arcata myself, so see local baseball players, the best of Humboldt County, doing their thing. It's always great to watch. The 0-2 to Soto is swung on high fly ball in the left field. Left fielder Gomes is going to make the catch, and that will end the inning. The Crabs do not score here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead it 1-0 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark, top of the 6th inning. Make sure to tune into Crabs Corner every Sunday night at 6 o'clock on Redwood News Channel 3 for a special report on Humboldt Crabs baseball. Insider interviews with the Crabs players and coaches, game highlights and trivia. Visit redwoodnews.tv or KIEM-TV.com for more information. Great game here in Arcata as the Humboldt Crabs take on the Humboldt Eagles, the best of local Humboldt County baseball players that are of the age of 19 and younger. They've really played the Crabs tough. Tyler Conde still on the mound, and he's going to face the hometown kid, Jaden Gorge, out of Arcata High School. And he really was one of the best, if not the best player for the Tigers this past season. Outstanding pitcher for the Tigers. He was great infielder. And got a great ovation when he came up to the plate for the first time. Being the hometown kid here in Arcata, the first pitch to Gorge is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 1 pitch, swung on, shallow fly ball in the left field. Left fielder Booth coming in. He's going to make the catch. 1 down. That's going to bring up Cameron Sasso out of McKinleyville High School. First pitch to Sasso is swung on and fouled. Straight back, 0-1. These teams are cool because during the high school baseball season, McKinleyville and Arcata, they're obviously big rivals. The 0-1 is low, 1-1. But then during the summer, you end up playing on the same team with guys that you've been playing against the whole high school baseball season before that. The 1-1 to Sasso is swung on, kind of swing, slow grounder to the second baseman. Figueredo's going to throw to first and just get Sasso for the second out. Good play from Figueredo, coming in on a slow grounder off a check swing. That's going to bring up Gannon Cyphers, current College of the Redwood Corsair and Eureka High School graduate. Pitch to Gannon Cyphers is inside, 1-0. I had the pleasure of watching Gannon with the College of the Redwoods baseball team this past season, a couple of games down at Bomber Field. And Eureka, the 1-0, is swung on and fouled off, 1-1. That hit something. I think it hit the light pole. Made a loud noise. Made all the fans go, ooh, ah. 1-1. Gannon was a very good player for CR. For Brad Morgan's College of the Redwood team. One of the Crabs coaches, Brad Morgan, is the head coach for the CR baseball team. So BMO knows Gannon Cyphers very well. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, slow grounder to the shortstop. Going to botch it at his position, and that's going to be an error on Carasoza. And Gannon Cyphers is going to be on with 2 outs. Carasoza just couldn't pick up that ball off the ground. That's going to bring up Hunter Davis out of St. Bernard's. Pitch to Davis is low, and it's 1-0. Pitch to Hunter Davis is low and outside, 2-0. Pitch. Swung on. Line drive into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Gannon Cyphers will stop at second. And it will be first and second with 2 outs for the Eagles. That'll bring up Scott Coffelt out of South Fork High School. Pitch to Coffelt is swung on and grounded hard into the Crabs dugout. Didn't hit anyone. Bounced away. Hit the fence in front of the Crabs dugout. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Coffelt is outside, and it's 1-1. Crabs looking to hold on to this very slim 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Coffelt calls time, but home plate umpire doesn't grant it as the pitch is outside, 2-1. That's the second time I've seen that happen where an Eagles hitter has tried to call for time, and Brandon Coburn has not granted time. You don't get a timeout unless the home plate umpire allows you to have the timeout. You You can ask for one. It's not always going to get granted. 2-1 pitch is swung on and popped foul down the right side, out of play. 2-2. Two to Coffelt is outside in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2. And Condi in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 6th, needing to get his last out of the inning. Three, 2 to Coffelt. Runners go, and it's low, ball 4. So the base is going to be loaded with 2 outs. That's going to bring up the former McKinleyville High Panther, Dustin Ireland. And looks like Robin's going to go out to the mound and take the ball away from Tyler Condi, and there is going to be a pitching change. So as the Crabs make this pitching change here in the top of the 6th, we will take a short break. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark, top of the 6th inning. The Eagles have the bases loaded with 2 outs, and a pitching change for the Crabs. It's going to bring in Dylan Campbell, a local kid himself. Dylan Campbell's been outstanding for the Crabs. He's the best active pitcher for the Crabs right now. And he has an ERA of 0.69 in 26 innings pitched. And in those 26 innings, he's given up 4 runs. 2 of those runs are earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 22. So now that Devontae Butler has left the team because he's met his innings quota, say Dylan Campbell is the Crabs' ace right now. Campbell is going to face Dustin Ireland. As the Eagles look to take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. The Crabs lead it 1-0. The Eagles have the bases loaded with 2 outs. Big moment in the game for the Crabs. First pitch to Ireland is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. Dylan Campbell, formerly a Corsair at College of the Redwoods. And as I mentioned, a local boy like all of the players on the Eagles. The 0-1 to Ireland is a real nice pitch. Looked like a slider in there for a strike, 0-2. Man, started outside and just broke inside on Ireland. Froze him. 0-2, 2 outs. Pitch Dustin Ireland is just outside, and it's 1-2. Very close pitch from Dylan Campbell. One, two to Dustin Ireland is swung on and missed, strike three, and that is a big strikeout for Dylan Campbell as he strands the bases loaded for the Eagles here in the top of the sixth, and they do not score. So we head to the bottom of the sixth inning with the score 1-0 in favor of the Crabs. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth inning. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Humboldt Eagles. It is Jaden Gorge, pride and joy of Arcata High, coming in from third base to pitch. And he's going to face Coco Figueredo, Dawson Bacho, and Damien Henderson, the meat of the Crabs order. And looks like Gannon Cyphers has moved to third base. Coco Figueredo will step in.
On the mound for the Humboldt Eagles, number 5, Arcata High School's own Jaden Gorge.
First pitch to Coco Figueredo is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Number 1, Coco Figueredo.
The 0-1 to Figueredo is high and outside, 1-1. One to Figueredo, way inside. Coco had to duck out of the way of that one. It's 2-1. Two-one in there for a strike to Figueredo. It's 2-2. Two Figueredo, breaking ball, high fly ball, left field. Gomes heading over. It's going to drop for a base hit. And Figueredo's going to head to second as the left fielder Gomes, I bobbled it around a little bit.
Number 6 at first base.
I think I'm going to call that a hit and an error. It's going to be a single for Coco and then an error on the left fielder to get Coco to second base. That's going to bring up Dawson Bacho. Crabs looking for some insurance. Pitch to Bacho is swung on and missed, 0-1. Nasty movement from Jaden Gorge on the mound. As I mentioned, he was Arcata High's standout pitcher. Standout everything for the Tigers. The 0-1 to Bacho is in there for a called strike, 0-2. Coco Figueredo tying his shoe at second base. Now he's done. We'll get back to baseball. Time's called at the plate. Bacho steps out. Oh, 2 to Bacho is up high, and it's 1-2.
$2 pizzas happening at the Annex. $2 pizzas happening at the Annex.
Someone's trying to lead the wave. I'm not sure I approve. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and popped foul behind us. It's still 1-2. Not a big fan of the wave, to be honest with you. I think it's what baseball fans do when they don't want to watch the game. One two to Bacho is swung on, high fly ball into right center field. Center fielder going back. And it is gone. Headed to Eureka. Home run. Dawson Bacho with a 2-run shot. And the Crabs lead this game 3-0. That just carried over the right center field wall. Big home run. And some much needed insurance for the Crabs. That's going to bring up Damien Henderson.
District 26, that is number 26 for the Crabs this season.
First pitch to Henderson is outside, and it's 1-0.
At bat, number 22, Damien Henderson.
Pitch is grounded past the diving second baseman into right field for a base hit. So Henderson's at first with nobody out. That's going to bring up Ryan Higgins.
Next up, number 38, Ryan Higgins.
Pitch to Higgins in there for called strike, 0-1. Throw to first, and they have Henderson picked off. The first baseman is going to throw to the shortstop, who's going to tag Henderson, and Henderson's picked off for the first out. Not a good base running play by Damien Henderson. Jaden Gorge had him dead to rights. So 1-3-6 pick off. 0-1 to Higgins. One out. As the third base umpire is going to talk to Don Holfacker at first base. So they're having a meeting. Not sure about what. Maybe a possible balk? I don't think anything's going to come of that meeting, though. 1 to Ryan Higgins is high and inside, 1-1. 1-1 to Higgins is swung on and fouled back. It's 1-2. One two to Ryan Higgins is low and inside. It's 2-2. Two way outside. Count goes full 3-2.
Shout out here to the booth. Congrats, Stephanie Ortega, on having your baby. Congrats, Stephanie. $2 worth? Yeah, more than a dollar.
3-2 is swung on high, fly ball to left field. The left fielder going back. It's actually going to be the center fielder, Coffelt, who's going to make the catch for the second out. Two down. That's going to bring up Bryce Kirk.
Next up, number 24, Bryce Kirk.
Pitch to Kirk is a good breaking ball just outside, 1-0. 1-0 to Kirk is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. One to Bryce Kirk in the dirt, 2-1. 2-1 to Bryce Kirk. Outside, 3-1. Crabs have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead at 3-0. Those 2 runs coming courtesy of a Dawson Bacho 2-run shot. 3-1 to Kirk. Swung on high, pop-up into center field. Coffelt is going back, and he's going to make the catch to end the inning. As I mentioned, 2 runs come across for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Crabs lead at 3-0 over the Humboldt Eagles as we head to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 7th inning. It's going to be Caleb Hill due up for the Eagles in the top of the 7th against Dylan Campbell. First pitch to Caleb Hill is outside, 1-0. Pitch to Hill, outside, 2-0. To Caleb Hill, a swung on high grounder. The shortstop Carasoza, he'll pick it up and throw to first. That will be the first out. Great play by Carasoza. Good dig out at first by Dawson Bacho.
Happy birthday, Milton Mabry's. It's Milton Mabry's birthday.
That's going to bring up Landon Gomes out of Ferndale High School.
Next up for the Eagles, number 7, Landon Gomes.
Pitch to Gomes is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Gomes is sprayed foul onto F Street, zone 2. The 0-2 to Gomes is in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher. It's 1-2. Nobody on base. Yeah. 1-2 to Gomes is swung on and foul tipped at the plate. Still 1-2. 941 people at the ballpark tonight. And I think that's why playing a local team like the Eagles is really, really good for the Crabs. Brings in a lot of people. Games against the B-52s, there's always a lot of people here, and as expected, against the Humboldt Eagles, a lot of people here as well. Families of the local players on the team come from all over the county to watch these kids play. The 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2. So I expect that the Eagles will be back next season, just based on the draw. Two to Gomes is just up high. The count goes full 3-2. A nice pitch from Dylan Campbell. Three-two to Gomes is just low. Check swing. Don Holfracker at first says he did not go, so that's going to be ball 4. And Landon Gomes is going to be on first with 1 out. It's going to bring up the top of the order in Cody Emmons for Fortuna Husky. Currently plays for Shasta College. Pitch to Emmons is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 1 to Cody Emmons swung on and missed. It's 0-2. A reminder for the studio, we are going to keep it here during this next break because it is the 7th inning stretch, which the Crabgrass Band will be performing. We'll have that right here. The 0-2 to Emmons is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs. That's going to bring up Jaden Gorge from right here at Arcata High School. Pitch to Gorge is swung on and foul down the right field line. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Gorge is swung on slow ground ball to Coco Figueredo. He's going to pick it up and throw to first, and that will do it here in the top of the 7th inning. The Eagles do not score, and as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, it is 3-0 in favor of the Crabs. But right now, we have the 7th inning stretch as performed by the Crabgrass Band and sung by the ballpark staff here at the Arcata Ballpark. An always great rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game by the Crabgrass Band. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we might have a new pitcher on the mound for the Eagles. Try to get his number. It's going to be number 10, Cameron Sasso. So Cameron Sasso is going to come in from shortstop to pitch. Giants are up 6-4 in the top of the 10th. They blew the game in the bottom of the 9th. Rockies tied it. Now the Giants are back up. But in Denver, I do not trust any sort of lead. So Cameron Sasso is going to face Carter Booth. First pitch to Carter Booth is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. We are getting word that we mentioned earlier, Benjamin had, that we had not seen Vinny Bologna play for about a week or so, and we've just gotten word that Vinny Bologna has left the team for undisclosed reasons. The 0-1 to Booth is inside 1-1. We do not know what those reasons are, but we do know that Vinny Bologna has left the team, which is sad because he's been a great player for the Crabs so far this season. 1-1 to Carter Booth is up high, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is in there for a call. It's strike two. It's 2-2, and Carter Booth, not sure if he agreed with the call. I believe it's actually 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is inside for ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Crabs. That's going to bring up Daniel Carasoza. Pitch to Carasoza is in there for a strike, 0-1. The one to Carasoza is inside, and it's 1-1. One to Carasoza, swung on and fouled straight back. It's 1-2. Throw to first, and Booth is back in safely. One-two to Carasoza. Runner goes. It's popped up on the right side of the infield. Second baseman is going to catch it. Throw to first, and they got Carter Booth doubled off. Carter Booth was going for second on the pitch, and the pitch was caught by Cody Emmons, the second baseman, and Booth was caught way off of first. So that's going to be a double play, 2 outs. So 2 down. That's going to bring up the top of the order, and Riley Cleary. First pitch to Cleary. He's in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and sprayed. Foul. It's 0-2. Down the left field line. Hit the gate that protects the left field picnic area. The 0-2 to Cleary is swung on and fouled straight back. It's still 0-2. To Cleary is swung on high, grounder down the third baseline, foul. Remains 0-2. Giants are now leading 8-4 going into the bottom of the 10th in Denver. That's about the same as a 1-run lead in Colorado. The 0-2 pitch is high and inside, 1-2 to Cleary. One-two to Cleary is up high, 2-2. Two to Cleary, swung on and popped foul. Behind home plate, out of play. Remains 2-2. Cleary putting together a good battle against Cameron Sasso on the mound. 2-2 to Cleary is swung on and popped up on the right side of the infield. The second baseman is going to give way to the right fielder, and it's going to drop for a base hit. The second baseman gave way to the right fielder, and the ball just fell in between the two. So Cleary's going to be on a bloop single. going to bring up Dom Soto. Pitch to Soto. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. It's a nice one. The third baseman charging in. Throws to first. It's not going to be in time. And Soto's going to be on with a beautiful bunt base hit. Gannon Cyphers charged it, but really did not have much of a chance as long as that ball stayed fair, and it did. That'll bring up Coco Figueredo. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Pitch to Coco Figueredo is in the dirt. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Figueredo is in there for a strike, 1-1. Figueredo steps out. Steps back in. Gets ready for the 1-1 from Cameron Sasso. The pitch. Swung on and lined past the diving shortstop and into center field for a base hit. Cleary's rounding third. He's going to head home. And the Crabs lead this game 4-0 off of the RBI single from Coco Figueredo. Much needed insurance for the Crabs, and that's going to bring up Dawson Bacho, who hit a 2-run home run earlier in this game. Pitch to Bacho is in there for a called strike, going 1.
At bat number 10, Dawson Bacho.
Sasso, long look in, he sets. The 0-1 to Bacho is swung on and fouled down the third base line. 0-2. First and second for the Crabs. And an 0-2 count to Dawson Bacho. Long look in, and Bacho is going to step out. Readjust his batting gloves and step back in. The 0-2 to Bacho is swung on, grounded to the left side of the infield. The shortstop's going to pick it up, throw to first, and that's going to end the inning. The Crabs get 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th, and they lead it 4-0 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 8th inning. Scores 4-0 in favor of the Crabs. And Dylan Campbell still on the mound for the Crabs. He's going to face Cameron Sasso, who is the current pitcher for the Eagles.
At bat for the Humboldt Eagles, number 10, Cameron Sasso.
Pitch to Sasso is outside, 1-0. The amazing Tracy Mack, who takes care of us so well, Crabs board member, wanted me to give the Oakland A's a little love. They're up 6-1 over the Mariners right now as the pitch is inside, 2-0. The Oakland A's are just half a game back of that second wild card spot. Oakland A's having a great season. 2-0 to Sasso. Outside, it's 3-0. Those A's, they've got some good players. Matt Chapman, one of the best third basemen in the whole league, I would say. The 3-0 pitch to Sasso is in there for a called strike, 3-1. Cameron Sasso out of McKinleyville High School. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Eagles. That's going to bring up Gannon Cyphers.
Next up, number 23, Gannon Cyphers.
Pitches outside, the throw back to first, and Sasso just gets back safely. Nice throw from Dom Soto to try to get Sasso leaning at first, but is unsuccessful. The 1-0 pitch is grounded to Campbell. The pitcher, he's going to throw to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. A 1-6-3 double play. 2 down. Great job by Dylan Campbell to go up and get the ball.
Next up, number 6, Hunter Davis.
That's going to bring up Hunter Davis. 2 down. The professor is back.
Well, I heard there was a controversial scoring
Pitch to Hunter Davis is in there for a strike, 0-1.
scoring decision that I did not make while I was
Which one?
gone. Double down the line. Ended up being a single and an error. I didn't see it. I have no idea.
Looked to me that the left fielder botched it, and that's what allowed Coco to go to second as the pitch is outside. Check swing, 1-1, but that can certainly be changed if.
Just relaying the information so you know the pressure
Yes.
that I'm under on
I
a
know.
daily
No,
basis.
I
here.
get it, but I think, in my opinion, that was an error on the
Well,
left
you're
field.
the official scorer.
The
So.
1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. It's like when the president is out of the country, the vice president,
Yeah, Yeah.
assumes power. That's how it works here.
That's how it
if
works.
you're out of the booth,
I was
then-
out of the booth. I was out of the park.
Yes.
I needed some yogurt.
Well, that's good. The 1-2 to Davis is outside, 2-2.
But anyway, yeah, no, I'm not. I didn't see it. I have no idea
Yeah,
myself. So,
I mean,
like I said,
I don't know.
I just wanted you to know that the pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but I'm confident in my decision.
Well, see,
So
that's
far,
what you have to be. You got to.
2-2 is in there for a call, strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. Great pitch from Dylan Campbell. The Eagles do not score here in the top of the 8th as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Crabs lead it 4-0. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th inning.
Warming up on the mound for the Humboldt Eagles, number 22.
Make sure to follow the Crabs on Game Changer, whether you're at home, on the go, or at the ballpark. Follow every Crabs game with live pitch-by-pitch tracking, live scoring, and season stats for every player. Download the Game Changer app on your mobile device or visit HumbleCrabs.com and click on the scoreboard at the top of the screen. And not sure if there's a new pitcher on the mound or not for the Eagles.
Friday night is 1960s night. Crabgrass fans gonna be here.
I think it is a new pitcher.
Plan to get down. Saturday,
Get his number.
the series continues with tie-dye
It
night.
is 22,
Sunday afternoon at 12:30.
and that is Caleb Hill.
A week from tonight, a one-game series against
Caleb Hill started at
and come here to Arcade
right
Ballpark.
field.
From tonight, the Ready Blue Tails playing that Wednesday.
And he's going to face Damien Henderson. Crabs leading at 4-0 here at the bottom of the 8th inning. A very good game, wouldn't you say, Ben?
It is a good game. It's always a good game when both teams are still in it
Yeah.
in the 8th inning.
Oh, it's
You
a good
know?
game when we're still playing in the 8th
That's right. Indeed. Indeed.
Damien Henderson will step in. Pitch to Damien Henderson is up high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Henderson is inside, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to Damien Henderson is in there for a called strike, 2-1. Two one to Damien Henderson is just outside, 3-1. Three one to Henderson is a high fly ball deep in the left field. The left fielder going back, and it's off the wall. Henderson is going to cruise into second with a leadoff double. And I just got word the Giants beat the Rockies 8-4 in 10 innings. The Giants have taken that series 3 out of 4 so far. And the Giants can go for the sweep tomorrow. Man, the Giants are on a roll.
How many games under 500 are they now?
Not many.
Not that many. It can't be that many.
Ryan Higgins steps in for the Crabs.
Next up, number 38, Ryan Higgins.
Long look in from Caleb Hill. And time's going to be called. Giants are now 46-49.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
mean, the run they've been on is
Not bad.
incredible. Whether it's going to turn into anything is to be seen. Pitch to Higgins is way high and inside. 1-0. One 1-0 to Higgins. The runner goes, pitches in the dirt, and Henderson's going to have third stolen easily. 2-0 to Higgins is outside, and it's 3-0. Is in there for a called strike. It's 3-1. Runner at third, nobody out for the Crabs. Bottom of the 8th. They lead 4-0. 3-1 to Higgins. Is swung on and fouled straight back. Count goes full, 3-2. Three-two pitch is in there for a called strike 3. One down for the Crabs. Good pitch from Caleb Hill. That's going to bring up Bryce Kirk.
Next up, number 24, Bryce Kirk.
Pitch to Kirk is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. So 1 to Kirk, high, breaking ball. Stays up and outside, 1-1. One to Kirk is swung on high, fly ball into right center field, and that's going to drop for extra bases. Henderson's going to trot home from third, and Kirk is going to cruise into second with an RBI double, and the Crabs lead this game 5-0. That's going to bring up Carter Booth, runner on second with 1 out.
Next up, number 28, Carter Booth.
Pitch to Booth, and it hits him in the back. That was a breaking ball. Wasn't thrown very hard, but way inside. Booth's going to be on. Runners at first and second with 1 out. That'll bring up Daniel Carasoza. And the Eagles coach is going to head out there to talk to Caleb Hill.
Looking for a good realtor? Call Claire Patton with Forbes and Associates. Sarah Corliss in Trinidad will help you hit a home run. Check out HumboldtCountyRealEstate.com for more information. Located at 3
Crabs, 5 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. The Eagles with no runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors as well. A well-played game so far, despite the Crabs leading 5-0. It's been a pretty good game to watch, especially after seeing that Ukiah series.
For your Humboldt Crabs, number 2, Daniel Carasoza.
Pitch to Carasoza is up high, 1-0. To Carasoza is in there for a called strike, 1-1. 1-1 to Carasosa is a high pop fly in the left field. Gomes is going to come in. Shortstop's going to come out, but it's going to be the left fielder Gomes to make the catch. 2 down. So first and second for the Crabs, 2 outs. That's going to bring up Riley Cleary. Pitch to Cleary is in there for a called strike, 0-1. One to Cleary is swung on and dribbled foul into the on-deck circle where Dom Soto makes a nice catch. 0-2. To Cleary is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's going to end the inning here in the bottom of the 8th. The Crabs get 1 run, and they lead it 5-0 as we head to the 9th inning. Benjamin Schaefer will have the rest of the action for you. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 9th inning. The Crabs lead it 5-0, and now to bring you the rest of the action, the one, the only, the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you very much, Liam. Last shot for the Eagles. Here in the top of the 9th inning, it'll be Coffelt, Ireland, and Caleb Hill against a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lamb for the Crabs. And see what kind of stats we have on Dylan Lamb. He's only pitched 4 2/3 innings for the Crabs in 4 games, and he has given up 10 hits, 6 runs, hasn't walked anybody, and struck out 7. So very limited appearances. He has not pitched so well so far, but it's a fairly small sample. We haven't seen Nick Tabura. Be nice to know what's going on with him.
I don't know, but I did tell the listeners earlier that I was told that Vinny Bologna has left the team for undisclosed reasons.
Okay.
So he's not with the team
Foul ball
anymore.
out of play. It's 0-1. Well, that's another big loss then for the team.
I do not know what has happened to Nick Tabura.
Haven't seen him since
Yeah,
weeks.
Yeah,
weeks.
He's only pitched like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he may not be with the team either.
Yeah.
So 0-1 now, the count to Coffelt as Soto goes out to have a word with Lamb. So 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-1. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. 5 runs as a fastball away, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs. Coffelt tonight is 0 for 2. The count's 2-1 now. And Lamb's next pitch is foul tipped. Looked like it got Soto in a very uncomfortable place.
Yeah, that's not good.
He's down after leaping up from behind home plate. Yeah,
just needs some time.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Walk it off.
He's trying to walk it off.
Hopefully there's no real damage.
Well, at least he is walking it off. That's good news.
Yeah.
And he's still limping really hard, though. He looks like he's really struggling to stay in there. No, I think he might be out of the game. I don't know. We'll have to see. Did we thank all of our sponsors while we're...
Yes, we did. I believe we have thanked everybody.
Well, there's going to be a break in the action now while he either gets treated and comes back out or is replaced. But I suspect Soto is out of the game. He looked like he was in a lot of pain. And although it is a good sign he walked off the field, he I don't think will return.
Yeah, that's a rough way to leave. Hope he's okay.
Tomorrow night, the Reading Ringtails will be here for a 7 o'clock ball game. The Ringtails last year lost 25-0 the first night they played, and then they lost 10-9 the second night. And as Liam said earlier, the second night they had a full squad.
Yeah.
And the first night they didn't. And so
they only had 9 players that first night, and it was very similar to
I remember getting here and wondering whether they're going to be able to play at all.
Yeah.
Or whether the Crabs are going to have to loan them some players or whatever it was going to be.
I said on Friday night of the Ukiah series, when a team only has 9 players show up, it's not going to be good.
Trouble. Yeah, it's big trouble.
And it's never been good.
So we're hoping that the Ringtails will have a full squad tomorrow night. But either way, it's going to be a great night for baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And certainly every reason to come on out and check it out. If the Crabs win tonight, they'll be 22-13 on the season, so 9 games over 500. And now here comes a new catcher, and this is going to be 34. This is
or I think it's 39.
39.
Aiden Morris.
It's Aiden Morris, right. There we go. So Morris in for Soto.
Taking over catching duties, number 39, Aiden Morris.
Just going to take some warm-up tosses.
The count is 2-2 to Coffelt. All right, Lamb's ready to go. Morris is ready to go. Coffelt is ready to go, and he fouls it out of play. And the count's still 2-2. Two-two pitch. Oh, got him. Chase a nasty slider. Yikes. Coffelt gone. One away. That was like a frisbee. That was really nasty.
It's nice.
That just darted away from him at the last second, and he looked. That was a terrible swing. And here's Ireland, 0 for 3, and he Hits a fastball foul out into the right field picnic area. 0-1 the count. Oh, check swing on the outside corner, taken for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Slider again. He got a piece of it and fouls it up against the screen. The count remains 0-2. Boy, that is a wicked pitch.
Yes, it is.
The 0-2. Way outside with a fastball.
For those who don't know, Dylan Lamb is the younger brother of Arizona Diamondbacks starting third baseman Jake Lamb, who's an all-star.
1-2. Slider swung on and missed.
Whew. He's got the good stuff tonight.
2 away. No chance to hit that pitch. So down to the last out are the Eagles. It'll be Caleb Hill. Hill's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. Misses down low. 1-1. One pitch. Fouled out of play, and they're down to their last strike. One, two. Called. Strike 3 on the slider on the outside corner, and that ends the ball game. Justin Lamb comes in and strikes out the side. It's not Justin, is it? It's Dylan Lamb.
Yeah, Dylan Lamb.
Yeah, Justin's the brother. Crabs win it 5-0. 5 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Crabs. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. Tyler Conde gets the win. He's 3-3 on the season now. Crabs are 22-13. The loss at 0-5-2 for the Eagles will go to, they had a series of pitchers, but the loss goes to Garrison Fink, I believe. And don't know what the Eagles' record is. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, as we said, it'll be the aforementioned Reading Ringtails. Liam, any last-minute thoughts on tonight's game?
It was a good game.
It was a good game. Yeah, it was a tight game.
You know, it was a really, really good game. I'm happy that the Humboldt Eagles were able to come here and play the Crabs. It's nice to see all the local kids out here, all the families out here, you know, rooting them on. It was a great atmosphere here at the ballpark, and the Crabs did what they needed to do to win. So, great night.
All right. That about sums it up. Till then, till tomorrow night, this is Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner. It's been a pleasure bringing you all the action at the Arcata Ballpark tonight. Thanks for listening. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.